Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a tag. I have not done a tag video in probably, I don't know, it's probably been a year, but this is going to be an autumny fall tag. I cannot believe that September 1st is here and gone. Our summer is no longer, and I thought what better way to kick into the fall autumn spirit other than doing a tag. By the way, if you guys don't know, this is my dog Snooky Louise. Oh, she is being very shy today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you guys love tags. Also subscribe to my channel if you guys would like. I upload a video every single day at 5 a.m. in the morning. So let's get started with this fall tag. I'm going to give Miss Snooky Louise her little squeaky toy here to keep her company behind me so she doesn't bother me. And I'm going to show you guys my mug here. This is like one of my favorite mugs of all time. I collect these mugs and they are from Gibson Home, and they're just really cute. I love them. I just wanted to showcase it real quick. I am not being sponsored by Gibson Home at all. I wish I was, because I absolutely love their owl mugs. They also have fox mugs and all different kinds of mugs. But anyway, I have some hot tea in here. So good. So now let's do the questions, if we can get through this without Snooky Louise playing with her toy and squeaking it. So first question is for the early autumn fall tag questions. Do I ignore the leaves on the sidewalk, or do I purposefully step on them to hear that awesome crunching noise? I don't know about you guys, but I purposefully step on them. I get a kick out of just hearing like the crunch underneath my boots or my tennis shoes when I'm walking outside. It just means that it's truly fall. Number 2, does my family rake up the fall leaves or leave them behind? Well, when I was younger, my father used to rake up the fall leaves and make a huge pile for us, and we would jump in the leaves and play. When my kids were little, I did the same thing. But right now, I'm in an apartment, so I don't have to do any yard work at all, so it is awesome. Number 3, how close can I sit next to the fireplace before it gets too hot for me? Well, I don't have a fireplace, but when we used to go on vacation and sometimes our hotel rooms would have fireplaces in them, I mean, I don't know, as close as a regular person could sit. I don't know. I don't quite understand that question, but anyway. Number 4, do I like my hot chocolate made from scratch or made from the package? I've actually never made hot cocoa before from scratch. I've always made it from the package, and I always love getting the one with extra marshmallows in it. Number 5, if with the package, do I like my hot chocolate made with milk or with water? It all depends. Usually if I do use milk, I'm definitely going to be using some cashew milk or some almond milk. But I mean, for a quick fix, I usually just use water. Number 6, what is my favorite pumpkin spice food of the season? I would definitely have to say, probably pumpkin spice muffins with cream cheese. Or I would say pumpkin spice bread. I'm always baking loaves of bread in the winter, it seems. And that is one that I tend to gravitate to. I think it's made by Pillsbury, and it's a very fast cooking bread. And it's really simple and easy. It's a pre-made bread mix. So look for it in the grocery store the next time you're there, because it is really good. Number 7, do I enjoy the frigid weather because I can wear comfy clothes, or because I just like that the air is a cooler temperature? For me, it's not really about the clothes, although I know like there's a ton of girly girls out there who love, you know, the yoga pants and, you know, the Uggs and the sweaters and the scarves and things. For me, it's about the cooler temperatures. I don't really do well in the heat per se, but I do love 70s, 60s, and some 50-degree weather. So definitely the cooler weather for me. Number 8, does my family buy autumn scented candles for the season? Are you kidding me? Do we even need to go to that question? Of course I do. I mean, there's nothing like sitting down, reading a book, you know, covering yourself in a blanket and just lighting a candle that just reminds you of autumn, or pumpkins or apples or pecans or anything like that. Number 9, do I collect fall leaves or flowers for pressing? I've actually never pressed dry flowers or leaves, but I remember when my kids were little, we would always try to find, you know, the most beautiful leaf, and we would do the crayon where you put the leaf like underneath a piece of paper, and then you take the crayon and you just kind of like rub it against it, and the imprint of the leaf falls onto the paper. But other than that, we would just save the leaves, and then when they got crunchy, we'd toss them. Number 10, does my family go away to another family member's home during the autumn holidays? Not really. All of my family pretty much lives in my city or surrounding cities, so we don't really travel anywhere far away. Number 11, am I more active or laid back during the season? I feel like I'm definitely more active. Like I said, I don't do well in the heat. And when it gets cooler outside, I definitely tend to get outside more frequently. Plus, my dog doesn't really do well in the heat either. So when it gets to be a little bit cooler temperature-wise outside, I'll stick her in the stroller and we'll go for a walk, and she doesn't get overheated at all. Number 12, am I outside more often than the inside during this season, or is it the other way around? I would have to say, gosh, her squeaking. I'm probably indoors more, kind of like curled up with a blanket, watching TV, reading a good book, listening to music, or just watching YouTube in general. Number 13, does my family go pumpkin picking around this time of year? Yes, I do, and my family does too. We all kind of go together and we pick pumpkins in the pumpkin patch. We usually go to the Little Farmer, which is in, I believe, Plover is the city in Wisconsin. If you guys don't know about it, look it up. It is awesome, but we usually get all of our apples and pumpkins there. Number 14, do I have any traditions when fall rolls around? Yes, we go to the Little Farmer. Pretty much that is the tradition. The only one that I can really think of, we, get apples, we spend the day there, we go on hay rides and all that kind of stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Another thing that we do usually when fall rolls around is we will go to High Cliff State Park. I don't know if it's a state park actually. I think it is. But anyway, we go to High Cliff, and that is also in Wisconsin, and we see all of the beautiful leaves changing color, and it is just breathtaking, and we usually end up taking pictures there. Okay, number 15, how many batches of cookies do I make during this season? That all depends. I mean, sometimes I will make cookies after Thanksgiving if that's what they're considering the season of fall. But other than that, I usually don't make any cookies at all in fall time. Number 16, do I like eating baked pumpkin seeds? Yes, I do. I have an awesome recipe for pumpkin seeds with brown sugar. You caramelize them, and they are so good and so crunchy, and my kids love them too. Number 17, do I blow into the air during the fall just to see my breath? Every single time I walk outside in the morning when I'm on my way to work and it's cool outside, I'm blowing. Number 18, do I prefer to cuddle in front of a fireplace while watching a movie or in my bedroom? Well, this is kind of neither, because when I'm watching a movie, I'm usually in my living room. I have a Snuggie blanket around me, and I don't have a fireplace, so I'm just on the couch. Number 19, do I prefer smoked turkey or honey ham on Thanksgiving? Definitely honey ham. I am not a big turkey person at all. I don't like it. Turkey for me usually gets really dry, and I love ham for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Number 20, which do I like better? The feel of cold rain or the feel of dense fog? I did not know that dense fog had a feeling, but I guess I would have to go with the dense fog because I'm really not into cold rain beating on my bodice. Number 21, my opinion on fuzzy boots. Fuzzy boots? I mean, do they mean like Uggs, like fuzzy on the inside? Because I have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 pair. I love them. Number 22, do I go hiking through the forest during this season? Yes, I always do. Like I said, I go to High Cliff. We also have a reservation called Heckrod, pretty close to me that we go to, and there's deer and wildlife walking all around, and they like literally just come up to you, and it's beautiful. The only thing I don't like about Heckrod is you can't take animals with you, so Snooky Louise, she's got to stay at home. Number 23, do I enjoy the sounds of birds migrating overhead? This was a funny question. When I saw this, I thought, oh gosh. I do enjoy it, but sometimes it can get to be pretty annoying, especially in Wisconsin. Like I said, we're, kind of close to Canada. So all of the geese that migrate, sometimes it can get really loud and noisy here overhead, but it is very beautiful to see the V formation in the sky and kind of just know that, fall is coming and unfortunately winter is coming too. Number 24, do I go apple picking during this season? I wouldn't really say apple picking, but we do go to the Little Farmer to get apples. You can apple pick there, but I just figure if they do it for you, why am I gonna go apple picking? You know what I mean? Like, why would I go out and pick the apples? I'm lazy. They do it for me, so I get them. And Honeycrisp is my favorite apple of all time. Number 25, what is my favorite flavored fall tea? I actually do like a good chai spice, but I did find this fall tea that I'm going to be showing you guys real quick. I found this last year at Target, and I'm not real sure if they carry it anymore, but this is by Harney and Sons Fine Teas in Pumpkin Spice, and that is what I'm drinking today. And oh my gosh, you put a little bit of cream in here. It is so strong. Oh, they smell so good. So I'm just gonna pull a tea bag out too. They're like triangular tea bags, and they're mesh, and they're beautiful, and I love the tea. That's what I'm drinking today. The pumpkin spice is literally the best. The other flavor of tea that I like, obviously, is peppermint, but that's more if I have a runny nose or I'm sick and I want to clear my nasal passages up or whatever. Number 26, fluffy socks, question mark. I mean, I really don't know. My feet do get cold in the fall season, but I really don't like wearing fluffy socks. Number one, they're I don't know, when I put my shoe on, a fluffy sock just doesn't feel good. When I'm at home and I have a fluffy sock, I have carpet. So usually the little fluffy balls kind of come off of the sock, and I am left with a trail of all this whatever color fuzz is on the sock left. So I would have to say no to that. Number 27, knitted scarves. When I go outside, I do have a scarf, but I don't really wear scarves for fashion too much. A lot of people do. I know they're in. They look beautiful on other people, but I don't know. I don't like the confinement of my neck. Sometimes I feel like I'm choking. I have a thyroid condition, and I had my thyroid taken out. So anything really touching my neck kind of bothers me. Number 28, homemade cider or store-bought? Definitely store-bought. I've never made cider before. I've heard that you can make it in the crock pot and it's really good, but I've never bought it or I've never made it before on my own, so I'd have to say store-bought. Number 29, do I read more books during this season or during the summer season? Definitely during this season. I don't have time to read in the summer. We're just going. Where the fall, it's cooler outside. Sometimes you want to stay in, and there's nothing like curling up with a really hot cup of Dora County coffee and a book and just cozying up and reading and just relaxing and being all warm and cozy inside. And number 30, the last question, how good am I at pumpkin carving? I suck. Literally, I suck. I can do the basic of a pumpkin carving, but that's pretty much about it. My kids, I always, didn't really like the mess of the pumpkin carving too. When you put your hand inside the pumpkin and reach in there, I'm a textures girl, you guys. I just, ugh, I don't know. It's kind of gross, but fun to look at the Halloween season. So thank you guys so much for watching. That was my tag. If you guys want, if you guys have a YouTube channel, you can definitely take these questions and, you know, create your own tag with it as well. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great, you know, fall, autumn, holiday season, and I will see you guys all later. Bye, everyone.